It's Wednesday the 1st of October. We're officially into the last quarter of 2025. I can't believe it. And I've got the morning off because I had to take my son to an appointment first thing. So I've dropped him off and I thought I would make some candles because it's Wednesday this week and we haven't done anything. Imogen's had a cold, I've had a cold, but yeah, time's ticking. So I thought I'd do some autumn nature walk, and I've got, where has it gone? Yeah, I thought I'd weigh out. We've got just enough to make 4 of the tin candles. So we'll do that. And I weighed out 450 grams of wax. And I really need to get a bigger jug to weigh things out in because it's super messy. So we'll get this melting. We've got our trusty 2-auto wax melter. So I will top up the wax. Switch it on. So while the wax is melting, I thought I'll get the tins ready. So this will be our 4th production scent. And we want to have at least 6, so I think this week really is the week to be getting at least 6 done, and we'll see if I can start on the photography on the website. And I guess I don't really need the actual candles to do the photography. You can just put a label on any tin really, but I just need to, because of the curing time, we need to get them going. So I just find straightening the wick before sticking it in helps a lot, instead of trying to do it after it's stuck in. So our trusty little wick stickers, these are quite small, I think they're only 1 centimetre, but they've been sticking fine, so we will just use them up. Wicks are done, and of course I didn't clean out the picture from last time. That's fireside? Yeah, fireside. So I need to clean it out. So I found the easiest way is just to melt the wax with a little heat gun. And then with a bit of white roll, just wipe out the wax. I guess I did a half a clean up because I scraped out the chunks to put in this little melt burner in there, and it's really nice. It's just so much easier to get hot throw from a melt than it is a candle. But I found short of using soap and water, this way seems to do the job. So yeah, I just melt out as much as I melt out. I'll wipe out as much as I can, and then a bit of IPA. And just get the rest. And there we go. So if you get most of it out, most of the wax out beforehand, it's quite easy to just get the rest like that. I've still got to design the proper stickers for this. I don't know what I'll be calling it. Woodland Walk or Woodland Wander, something like that. But just so we know what's in the tin and the date, I'll use some masking tape. I have to cover that because I've cut myself on it many times. It's super sharp. Let's get those ready. Just thinking what else I need. Oh, hot plate. Let's put that out of the way. Get the hot plate ready. That's ready. Oh, thermometer. So I just use these little Therm Pro thermometers. It's nice and accurate and it's really fast reading. So I've completed, oh, this is actually Autumn Nature Walk, the tester. And you can see when it melts down, kind of once the wax is below the wick, it just puts itself out, which is really good. Because I was wondering what would happen when, people might not think to not burn the whole candle or try and burn the whole candle, because I think it's supposed to just stop, obviously, once the wax is low, but that just put itself out, which is really good. And the same for apple and cinnamon, it just put itself out. And our pumpkin spice, oh, that put itself out as well. I think I tried to get it going again, and it just puts itself out again. So they're pretty safe in that respect. So I will use these tins again for more testers, empty them out and clean them up. Oh, you can probably just about see. So I've put a stool there, and then we put the weighing scales on there and pitcher on there. And then if I pull out the wax melter, you can dispense it straight into the pitcher, which is really good. I think I need just over 400 grams. I do 405. So far, I've never had a block spout, so it's really hot. The heated spout definitely does the job. Okay, that'll do. 406, close enough. So that was set at 65, I think. So we'll see. Just a picture alone will cool it down a bit. So this is now 61. Yeah, so it drops 5 degrees, just putting it into here. So I will warm it up to 65 again, because when we add the fragrance oil, that will cool it down again. So this is a very leafy, woody, earthy smell. So very much like being in the woods, especially in the autumn time. Right, so this is at 65 now, the wax. So if I pour this in, I'm expecting it to go just below 60. 60 is the fragrance oil temperature. Yeah, so it's 58, 57. So I generally will heat it up to 60, and then that's when I start the clock for the stirring, because I don't know, I just feel it should be done at that temperature properly. And because I started doing it, I guess for consistency, have to, okay, so that's at 60 now. Start the timer. Okay, I reckon actually probably a minute's enough, and I think even the recommendation for the, well, it's not a Candleshack fragrance oil, but for their wax, I think their recipes say one minute, which is, I think once it's combined, right? So that's at 59 degrees and Celsius. And pouring temperature for this one is 38. So I'm just going to have to have a bit of lunch, pour, and then spend the afternoon doing my day job. Right, we're finally at temperature, 38 degrees Celsius, and ready to pour. Oh, need my wick stabilizers, do you call them? Or lollipop sticks. That's what we call them. Four. And the wax is noticeably starting to go cloudy. And then hopefully you can see it's already cloudy and opaque. So I'll leave those to set and then think about what we're going to have for the label. Right, so these have now been setting for about 4 hours now. So I just want to show you. that's how they have set really nice and smooth. Look who's back from school. Imogen's back. Right, so Imogen, I poured these earlier. What do you think it smells of, and what do you want to name it?
It's autumn walk?
It is the autumn. Oh, you've read the label. It's Autumn Nature Walk. Is the smell from Craftastic. I'm thinking something like Woodland Wonder. Although quite a lot of people have used Woodland Wonder.
Leafy Lush.
Lush. We did think luscious leaves, didn't we? On the walk back from home. I think I exhausted you with. She was like, "Stop saying leaf." But I think, well, tomorrow you need to let it. Where's the pot? That's the beaker I poured the scent into. That's the smell. I think these will need about a day to cure.
It smells more leafy this week.
Yeah, so I'm going to just trim the wicks, because if I leave it, it's going to be like days before I get around to doing it.
It does smell kind of like luscious leaf.
You should call it luscious leaves. Because do you think that's smooth enough, or do you want to
Smooth enough.
Smooth enough? Because you can sort of see the pattern, which I think is the fragrance oil where it's been mixed in. But are you happy with that, or should we do them again? Yeah, I think so. We don't really have a lot of time, so I think anything we can do to not have more steps in the candle making is going to help us, isn't it? Because it does take us a while to get things done. Oh, and Ben from DPD delivered this, so let's have a look what's inside. Oh, do you want to get a smelling strip? Don't remember. I think they might be higher up. So we have from Candleshack, can't speak, dark honey and tobacco. I don't have a smell, because we can't order stuff without. Ooh, I don't think you'll like this.
Why?
Because it's kind of a darker, more like a masculine smell. But I won't speak too soon. Let you smell it on the paper. So that is dark honey and tobacco. You like it? You like honey though. She loves honey, so it's not that dark. As in, some of the scents, like the tobacco ones have been really more masculine, but it's kind of, I really like that. I don't know what you call it. Yeah? I'm surprised. There you go. Never assume. And I got that because I had to order 2 pots of RCX. I didn't want to go crazy and I have this habit of going crazy and buying loads of stuff before testing it, so I needed to just get a couple of sample pots. And this is the melt, so it's rapeseed and coconut, but it's a bit. Well, I feel that you can't even squeeze it.
It says for max melt.
Yeah, so it's a harder wax for, like, I guess pillar candles and melts, because I did order some Karasoi something for 120,
really
140, something like that.
It's really smooth.
To make the melts, but I thought we should really keep the same kind of wax, yeah, rapeseed and coconut. And it has worked so well for us as a candle, so we'll give it a go for our melts, which we'll make soon. What am I missing for melts? Oh, I think we've got everything. We've got the dyes. We're going to add a bit of colour. We've got the shells, and then I got a little silicone mould so that we can make individual ones to give with candles, so people can sample the different smells that we do.
It smells
and that's
good.
it. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to let it settle a bit before you smell.
It smells better than it did before.
Oh, that's positive. That's a good sign. It's Sunday, 5th of October 2025. Hope you're doing well. So today maybe Imogen's coming in a little bit. We're going to be making spray. Today we're going to be making our sixth scent of candles for the launch collection. So last night I made, if you can see them here, the pain au chocolats. They should be well set by now. They're level tops but not perfectly smooth, so I might remelt the top because it's kind of like 18 degrees now in the house. As we're coming to autumn, instead of in the summer it was like 20 plus. So I think that's affecting how well the tops are setting. So I've got the wax melting in there, and now I just want to give these 4-ounce tins a little wipe on the bottom to make sure that the wick stickers stick properly. And then we'll be doing a couple of these glass jars as well. So I'll keep the little bag on because the frosting gets really messed up with wax if you touch it, or oils from your fingers. So and you can wipe it off with IPA, but with all these things, if you can avoid making the mess in the first place, it just makes for an easy life, and we all like an easy life. Oh, I certainly do anyway. So let's clean this. So this last scent is going to be apple and mango. We weren't going to do apple and mango. We were going to do lavender for the cozy collection, but I don't know if you can see in there, but there's a bit of, I don't know if you call it hang up or unmelted wax. It's not quite tunneling because most of the tin inside is clean, but just around one edge. So I think we're going to have to either go one size up with the wick, it's not getting hot enough to melt all the wax obviously, or try a different wick. So that was with CL8, so maybe try Stabilo, don't know. But anyway, we can't do all that now when we're wanting to get the website live. So I thought, well, we've tested a few others and apple and mango seems to be a good fit. And I was looking, and apparently, obviously I'm not really into perfumes, but apparently apple is an autumn perfume scent. So I thought, all right, it's not too weird then. And then mango is a bit sweeter, but we've got quite a lot of, woody, earthy, smoky scents. So it might be good just to have something with a bit of sweetness. And also to give like a fruity, well, we've got apple orchard spice, which is apple and cinnamon, but that's again kind of a warm, spicy one. So if someone didn't want any spice but wanted fruity, then I guess apple and mango fills that gap. So these are CL8 wicks, which work pretty well for most scents so far in RCX wax that we use. So we'll stick these on. Okay, all the wicks are in, so we need 68 grams of fragrance oil. Ooh. So I find that if you pour it along like a skewer, or I've just used a thermometer probe, it makes it much less likely to splash everywhere, which is great. Yeah. Just a bit over, but that's fine because you'll never get all of it out when you pour it out of the beaker, I find. What's that? So for the pain au chocolat, I've made some labels with a cute little pain au chocolat on the top for the top label. And for apple and mango, I thought we'd just try, instead of kind of drawings of the fruit, just some cute little apple and mangoes with faces on them. Just for something different. Imogen likes it anyway, so I thought, just for fun, we'll see how it goes. That could become a theme rather than the kind of normal drawings, illustrations of the fruits or fires or whatever it is. Alright, so Imogen's busy with Barbies, so I think we'll let her carry on. You happy with your Barbies? Yeah, she's happy playing with them, so we'll let her carry on. So this is at 65 now, the wax. So I'm going to add in the fragrance oil. Had just enough wax. I probably should do a bit of overage to make sure there's enough. But yeah, it's good to get to this point because now we have the 6 initial scents and candles to do with the product photography. I want to do some group shots for banners and like our cozy autumn collection. And yeah, I think in the background we'll still carry on with testing, troubleshooting, like the lavender. We want to start testing out some melts, and yeah, I'll be working on the website on Shopify. So they've got an offer where the first, I think, 3 days are free, and then it's the first 3 months are £1 a month. So I think that's a pretty good deal. Yeah, so I'll leave it here. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and leave any comments you might have. Be happy to answer them. And if you've enjoyed this video and made it this far, then please consider watching some of our other ones.